problems. You don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. 59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. Do. Check it out.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Push him back. Mike 96. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing Jones. And he'll find Hall. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Hines.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff working right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. Check left.
This is Hines. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 36, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's another Giants first down.
Let's go. 18.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set 50, plant. Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch 25.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey!
Stay home, stay home.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll
try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Go. Switch. Hey, Echo.
Now Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
56 to Mutt, boy. 56. Check it.
Yeah.
Mutt's 56.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's it. 180, 56. Check 56. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Express. I get him.
On 1st down, Hines. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Kill. Gun.
They'll run here with Mack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check.
They run with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, orbit. 56 is the mic. All day, baby, all day. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now it's Hines. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 20. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On the delay, here's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. On 1st and 10, Newton. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Any weapons? Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 56. Mike, 56. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hard. Slow. No. Hit it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, set, ready. March 56. Defense wins championship, baby.
Here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Delta.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run again with Hines. And some space here. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? You're set, ready? Stick with the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set, 180. Check 56. I'm here all day. Begin.
On second down now, it's Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Gun. Check 24, check 24.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Check three. Tight go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Great.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the curl.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
You ready? Chopper! Lucky! Go!
On 1st down, Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, it's Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They'll just head it straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Sam off. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check that.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
8 reads.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, break. 6, Mike 96. I know he ain't got it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this